I'm Mario Santillán, and
this is
CNF Breaking News from Peru.
Around the world, nations are reporting more murders, rapes, and riots. A criminologist explained the underlying causes of this wave of lawlessness and suggests a step to combat it. Mario?
And the crime is increasing worldwide. There is every reason to believe that trend will continue throughout the 1990s and into the early years of the 21st century. Crime rates have always been high in multicultural, industrialized, democratic societies such as the United States, but a new phenomenon has appeared on the world scene, rapidly escalating crime rates in nations that previously reported few offenses. What is driving this crime explosion, and what steps can be taken to be curbed? There are no simple answers. Crime is a lot like cancer. It's very serious, potentially deadly, common in many varieties. It's difficult to diagnose, hard to treat, and almost impossible to eradicate. Still, there are certain conditions associated with rising crime, increasing heterocyte and population, greater cultural pluralism, higher immigration, realignment and national borders, democratic of government, greater economic growth, improving communication and computerization, and the rise anomaly that lack of access social norms.
Well, these conditions are increasingly observable around the world. For instance, cultures that were previously isolated and homogeneous, such as Japan, Denmark, China, and Greece, are now facing the sort of cultural diversity that has been the norm in the United States for most of its story. Meanwhile, the breakup of the Eastern Bloc has led to attempts to democratize for formerly communities, countries, and has also put many citizens on the move in a search for a better life. International migration has hit all-time high and will not peak several more years. The challenge of multiculturalism. Multiculturalism can be a rewarding and encouraging experience, but it can also lead to a clash of values and frequency warfare. It's painful. Let's move on Peru. Welcome, Camilo.
Thank you, Firoan. Well, a unknown thief stole expensive and modern medical equipment valued $32,000 from the headquarters of the National Union for the Blind, located in the Plaza Bolognese in Lima Center. The offenders entered the premise during business hours by posing as regular patients and their head in an office. They then waited until night to commit the crime, reports El Comercio.
The secretary of the agency, Natalia Aquino, specified that 7 machines were stolen, consisting of optical and surgical equipment. In addition, about 10,000 soles were stolen. As an institution where most people are blind, we did not realize that people had been hiding inside a building, she adds.
Well, the manager of optics at the National Union for the Blind, Beatriz Fuentes, said that the equipment was purchased just 3 months ago. She went on to say that this particular equipment was used to generate income for the institution, so they could tend to the blind and others at reduced cost. The president of the organization, Edan Chavez, asked the Ministry of the Interior and the National Police to launch investigation to find and persecute the thieves.
Persecute the thieves, yes. Good morning, CMF Breaking News. Today I'm here in Icpna, Lima Center. Well, there are many people who are disagreeing with the government, okay? I'm gonna interview them and ask what they would do to reduce the crime if they were a president. Okay, let's go. Good morning, morning, guys. I'm here with Mr. Carlos Fernandez. What would you do to reduce crime if you were the president of Peru?
Well, that's a very difficult question. Well, I think that if I were the president of Peru, I would invest more money in education, and I will also try to change the way people think, the mentality. I will also invest money in promoting sports such as soccer, basketball, and any other sport that will keep young people away from drugs. And maybe have them do something more productive outside the house. That's one of the main things I will try to deal with first.
Well, guys, this is all, and see you on CMF Breaking News.
Thanks for watching Como 4 News, part of the Como News Network, working for you.
A century of service and innovation. Fisher Communications.